Welcome back. Today we're going to trim down our workbench, and guess who's been shopping? So the way I'm building up the tool collection, as I come to a job, I'm going to use power tools. Now you find it hard to believe, but this entire bench was built by hand, and normally I would scribe this and cut it through with a handsaw, but I want to start to get used to the feel of these things. And as I said on the design video, I'm investing in the production area heavily in the Festool system. So I bought some toys. This is the Festool TS55, which is a really good vac, and I use this to take a floor up. Not this, the track saw coupled with the CTL26. I use that to take up a floor the other day in a house. I was doing some plumbing work, and boy is this a good system. Really happy with this. This is the Festool TR55 REBQ, whatever that means, electronic brake I think, and then this is the track that comes with it. So we're going to use this, or this in a combination of hand saws, to trim the overall bench down. This device here is known as an end vise. In fact, this is an integral vise made by Veritas, and you use this for clamping wood between this end stop here and a dog in one of these holes down the bench. And that allows you to put a piece of wood in place, and you can plane across the wood to bring it down to size. In other words, I'm planing and unjointing the material by hand. Now moving forward, I don't need that because we're bringing a planer jointer into our workflow, and that's going to significantly speed up things, which is why I'm interested in the planer jointer. So I don't need this on my bench anymore. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to cut this bench here, and then once I've got that line cut, I'll then measure down from that line, whatever the distance is of that wall, I'm going to measure that one, and I'll cut across here. And it's that simple. Now the Festool will cut down to 55 millimeters, I think, and the thickness of my bench is 95 millimeters. So in true hand tool woodworking style, I will use this as far as it will go, and then I'll finish the job with hand tools. Yeah, nothing more to say about that really. So first thing is, I'm going to drop out the vise, a brand new, shiny track saw. Okay, that's that out. Actually, I might reset this in actually at a future project. I've got it. It's not costing any money, so we might just reset that into there. But for now, that's done. Put it on one side. Do its screws. I can go there. So now this should be no harder than setting up this track saw here. I want to come as close to this cut as I possibly can to maximise the distance. So I'll put that right up to about there, and I will square this off with the bench. Which is about there. I've got my hair protection, and that's a new thing for me. Make sure I'm square here. That's good. Make sure I'm lined up. Everything's nice and tight. My depth is set 55. Powered on. That's on. Let's make our first cut. Okay, that's our first cut done. Don't think you can see it from where you are, but that is absolutely stunning. We'll now come through with a good old-fashioned hand saw, crosscut saw, and we'll finish this baby off. So that's the first end cut, and you can see, fair piece of timber. That's not a bad cut, is it? I mean, look at the quality of those laminations, all done by hand, eh? Can't complain. But that's good, so that's all cut off. So now I do the other end. So 1,600 or 1.6 meters seems to be a good a good distance. So I'll mark 1,600 there. Just lining up the splinter guard with the track. Set my power. Connect my hose. And make sure that we are square. It's good. Good. So that's us. Power on. And now we are good to make our cut, starting away. And just look at the quality of that cut. Wowzers. Gotta love this machine. And now comes the fun part, trimming this to size. Now you might notice on this one I put an oak breadboard end on, and that was just a bit of a flourish. I use it as a reference surface. But this bench was so well laminated I didn't actually need this. So there we go. Again, beautiful laminations. So next tool I need to buy is obviously a sander, and we'll just sand that end smooth, but don't need to do that for this part of the job, because now this bench will fit where it needs to go. All things being equal, I should be about 1.6 meters long. Bang on. This is the area where we're going to move this bench to, just for the time being. If you remember on the plan, this is where the planer jointer is ultimately going to go to, but we'll use this term for temporary storage. So just got to move these clamps off the wall and just clear this area out. This is an old lathe that somebody gave me. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it, to be honest. So that's the first job pretty much done. We now have the bench on this side of the workshop, which is what we wanted, right? So now I can move all these hand tools onto the top of the bench, time being. All the clamps I can just throw underneath the bench for the time being. I've still got some work to do here, just to sand these edges off and just refinish them that I'll do off camera. But for now, first job done. So I'll finish moving all this stuff over and I'll catch you next time where we start to look at sorting this end wall out. Thanks for watching.